So I'm about to sand these down to 600. They're at 400 right now. And then they'll be ready to be sprayed. All I'm going to do is use some of this scuff pad, basically. Same thing on this. How far should I go? Should I do the whole quarter? Maybe even up here to blend it in? This has been kind of a pain, I'll have to say. I was just going to do it here, which I could. If there was a line right there, it might not be that noticeable, but it might be. It's finally here. It's time to paint the bumper covers. But you figure a 2018 Charger shouldn't be real hard to match. So it looked good, but I'm kind of colorblind, so I don't know, I feel like Monk in this suit. Alright, it looks awfully dark when mixed, but she showed me that it was lighter when it dried on my old fender. Let's do the back one first. The bumper cover's painted. There's the original fender. Appears to be the same color, but this has a lot of orange peel. So I'm gonna wet sand it. I'm gonna do 1,000 grit, then 1,500, then 2,000. So sand everything X pattern if you can. Don't dig into it. That's another thing, now I gotta polish it. So I'm about to spray some color, some base on this. And I've got this kind of wrapped up so it doesn't leave a hard line there. So the lesson is, when you're sanding the edges, be extra gentle. I've done 1,000 grit, I'll do 1,500, then I'll do 2,000 grit. This is the original passenger fender that had the creases in it. I knocked the dents out, and then I put some of that fiberglass filler on it that I used on Christine. But it's a still usable fender, and I'm not going to throw it away. It's worth like several $100. Well, I'm out on a adventure, headed to Colorado to get the passenger side doors and passenger fender. And it's about 3 more hours from where I am now in Wyoming. I figure we go get some gas and then hit the road. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's cold, and that's a good sign to have a giant black bird flying right above me, and his brother. All right, let's hit the road. Jack, head towards Cheyenne.
All right, we're gonna go find Jamie Lee and flying driver, I guess. Meanwhile, back in town, Jamie Lee was heading for the local hotel.
That's a cool
and
bus.
Who should he run into? But I'm afraid to think.
We're just heading down the road, and it's really cold. Something else that's kind of cool, listening to this Dukes of Hazzard. Jonathan Frakes is on it, playing Jamie Lee Hogg. Those of you that know who Jonathan Frakes is, he's Commander Riker. Nobody likes roundabouts. Anybody, you guys like roundabouts? I guess they're better if you're trying to turn left. Other than that, they're kind of annoying. So my plan is to just drive down here and then drive back to Rawlins. They got a 24-hour hot tub. I like this freedom, even if it's kind of a pain to drive this far. I'm free. Freedom is so valuable. Don't kid yourself. I wish my boy was here, or my wife, or even my dog. It's getting kind of boring.
That little fat man's running that scam. We ain't got nothing to do with it.
got the doors and the fender, and they look good. Little teeny surface scratches, which is that'll buff right out, no big deal, no dents. Of course, now they're in the back of the truck, all snug as a bug in a back of a truck.